Zach Humphreys made a video. Be sure to check him out, by the way, on Terra Luna Classic and all these Shiba Inu coins. But he said, be ready, crypto investors. And I want to show you guys what you need to be ready for, because there's going to be a lot of potential changes for Terra Luna Classic in the following days.
The very start of the next crypto bull market. If history is our guide, these cycles are powered by a plethora of factors, including Bitcoin's halving, which is coming.
So yeah, the Bitcoin halving is unprecedented gains, and that's exactly what we are going to be seeing in the next few days. Like, these Bitcoin bull runs, Bitcoin price hikes are awesome. Everyone loves them. But that being said, does seem like a lot of investors are not aware what exactly is going to be changing just as the new year starts. A lot of people are going to be celebrating. A lot of people are going to be partying. And this is where I think the big problem will start in the next crypto cycle, because people don't realize that it's going to hit fast. January is going to come around the corner, and the bull runs are going to be here. The bull run price hikes are going to be here. So you got to really ask yourself, how fast will crypto rise, and who's going to miss out? Who's going to be partying still or doing their New Year Eve celebrations in that way? Like, that's going to be my question and my concern.
Coming up in April of next year. Of course, we have shifts in the macroeconomic landscape, especially around election years, which we also have.
So yeah, election year is also gonna be that year, and I completely forgot about that, but that's gonna also affect crypto and how crypto moves, because there's two sides of crypto. There's the government who really wants to regulate it, and the government like Venezuela that accepts Bitcoin as legal tender. Doesn't you think that's a bit confusing? A lot of countries can make their own decisions, and a lot of people are moving to crypto accepted countries. Like, a lot of crypto companies are opening up into Dubai. But a lot of crypto companies are closing in countries that are more regulated. I know Kazakhstan had a huge problem with Bitcoin miners, for example. And they issued a lot of fines. They stopped it. They weren't too happy on it. I think there was also like other problems, obviously, with that. But there is more potential to see a bull run in that sense. And I am excited to see more of it
next year. And of course, as of late, it's been all about the Federal Reserve interest rates, as well as the advent of Web3 and DeFi innovations, just organically gaining steam and getting more people to come into the mix. Now, yield farming, for example, was a big thing in this previous bull cycle. Big innovation that fueled the previous cycle. The upcoming cycle may have something similar, perhaps a mix of zero-knowledge proofs, novel DeFi primitives like restaking, and innovative blockchain stacks that offer composability and that are primed.
So the really importance here is what Zach is saying is 2021 had its own charms. It had DeFi. It had Celsius, which obviously went bankrupt. And it's funny because just last week I was looking at this like, where should I stake, where the most money is made. And people were saying, "Oh, don't stake at Celsius. I'm staying with Voyager." And guess what? Both of them went bankrupt once the bear markets hit. So this is where a lot of people get confused in a way with the crypto markets. So I do think is gonna be a rising potential for a lot of these crypto pumps, crypto dumps. That being said, does seem like there is gonna be more utility in a way. Like, there's going to be more of these smaller cap projects that will really go out there and really make a difference.
Although this cycle may still have metaverse narratives.
I don't think the metaverse, I think the metaverse is like 2021. Even Facebook or Meta stopped developing metaverse because there's going to be probably Web3 games that will seriously like outperform the crypto markets right now. So there's no point in actually seeing the crypto picks from metaverse. Why would you like go for it if there's other big potentials anyway? Like, there's other big narratives than just Meta for that sense. And I think this is where a lot of people have stopped. A lot of people have given up on this project.
could look drastically different. And while gaming was just scratching the surface in 2021, maybe it's ready to go full throttle here in 2025. Institutional and regulatory narratives, of course, play a crucial role as well. The last cycle saw MicroStrategy's Michael Saylor introduce Bitcoin to the corporate balance sheet. That was huge. Other people followed. This cycle is marked by TradFi institutions. And
so yeah, it seems like this year is going to be more about that juicy regulation. It's going to be different for sure. It's not going to be just like people used to be in crypto for different reasons, and sometimes they were to evade the government or to actually oppose the government. But right now it's going to be for government. All these crypto exchanges will change with all these KYC, know your customer checks, all these different Bitcoin stuff. Like a lot of Bitcoin Pro holders, whales will most likely sell, but so many of like institutional investors will be coming in. You won't even notice the impact because they do stay in the crypto for the long run, and they don't actually care. They literally don't care. They make so much money in that sense. So the thing I'm excited about is where will crypto go in the next few days? How will it perform? Is there a chance that crypto will recover, or is there a chance, like a very high chance, that crypto will see a huge price crash? Now, that's a good question I have for myself also, and I do think crypto is going to be unlike anything we've ever seen before. So there's not going to be like degen stuff. There's not going to be like these all meme altcoins taking up the market. Of course, there's always going to be like Bonk and all these, but it's not going to be like 2021 where you had a ton of NFTs, ton of fun stuff, things like that. It's going to be more serious on a note. And there's going to be more of other price potentials on the rise, in my opinion. So we could be seeing plenty of actual price bumps in that sense. Like there could be so many possibilities of where crypto could go, but I'll keep you guys updated on that pretty much some more soonish. So let's take a look at what more there is.
Fintech giants applying for crypto ETFs.
So this is exactly what I'm saying.
And launching stablecoins. And similarly, the advent of central bank digital currencies. On the regulatory front in the United States, they're still wrestling with crypto regulations. We don't have a clear picture yet, causing many projects to market their new crypto products outside the United States.
Yeah, so they build their companies outside because there's no like news if the US government will seriously regulate crypto and only allow it through the spot ETFs or actually allow exchanges to operate. I think we have a clear idea now, or if the SEC, like Gary Gensler, will change. That's a question I have.
Much of the innovation in 2023 has been done outside the US. The next crypto bull market, because of this, could have a big twist, and it could be Asia taking center stage. The Asian market is continuing to grow and expand. Japan continues to be one of the leaders there, as well as Hong Kong. And let's not forget about South Korea. South Korea actively traded XRP more than any other cryptocurrency this year. While Asian governments vie for the top spot as a crypto hub, the United States seems to discourage its crypto entrepreneurs.
So it seems like Japan is taking a very slow, regulated approach, but they are accepting cryptos that are seriously regulated. Look at Jasmy Coin, for example. And I think this is where the real potential comes out. If we see this regulation pass through, Bitcoin could be seeing that pump, but also in a different way. Like maybe the ETFs will be the main volume growth. Like maybe they could be like 30-50% of all volume that crypto has, because nobody's going to buy on exchanges anymore. So far, people are buying because there's no ETFs to buy. And crypto is only 10 years old at this point. The regulation might take another 5-10 years to actually set in stone. But that's what's really exciting about it. And that's why people are buying, because there's still no regulation for trading. There's no regulation for anything so far.
As a result, marketing campaigns are excluding the United States all across the board. Businesses that are once founded in the United States are expanding their borders into Asia, Europe, and the Middle East.
Yeah, so they're really leaving American companies and they're just expanding, or they're moving, like they're all abroad, because they aren't sure like where crypto markets are gonna hit. And I think that's a big concern for a lot of these companies. Like how far can you go? How they're afraid. They're afraid that maybe they're gonna put, they have big budgets, that maybe they put 20 million into exchanges and they just might end up being bankrupt. So if you guys want more content like this, smash that like button. I'll keep you guys updated as always. But here we have the end, what he says. Let's take a look at this.
The United States election. Regulatory
So the elections are going to be a huge factor. I don't like talking of politics on this channel, but the elections, who wins, will be a major decision of what happens with crypto. Will it be another thing to avoid sanctions, or will it be a way to have it as a secondary asset class? Now, that's the big question I have for you guys today. To top it off with this video, anyway, I hope you enjoy more content like this. There is a ton of content for you guys on this channel, a ton of free info. I'm not going to put a paywall. I'm not going to ask you for $20 if you want to watch my content. It's all free. On this channel, we are here 12 times a day with all the content, with all the knowledge I know. I'm going to share it to you guys for free because I don't like putting it behind locked paywalls, putting it behind like, oh, you got to pay me $50 if you want to know the secrets to the trading strategy. No, on this channel, whoever watches deserves this for free. Until next time, guys, peace everyone. So here's what you should really expect in 2023's bull run. And I'm honestly very excited. 2024 bull run is coming up. If you guys want to smash that like button, it is greatly appreciated. Helps me survive, helps me eat food. And there's tons of content out there if you want to watch it right here on this channel, telling you everything that's wrong with crypto, telling you also everything that's good with crypto right now. But let's talk about the massive bull run in the following future days.
20 or even longer, this next bull cycle could look completely different. And in this breakdown video, make sure you guys stick around to the end because I think I've got some really valuable insight here for you based on some things I'm reading and hearing. I've kind of compiled some of my thoughts, some of the things that have recently come out in recent months to get you all prepared for what's coming in 2024 and 2025. If we do believe the bull run is coming again, to judge us all. No, I'm just kidding. If we do think it's coming, it's probably coming again in 2024 into 2025, right? Because of the 4 years.
Yeah, so 2025, like it could start even a bigger rally because everything will really just be set up at that point for the months before, in my opinion. So we're just gonna be starting to see that market rally in January 2024 because the ETFs will just start, right? Yet, and people will start buying. So when people buy consecutively and start holding consecutively, I think this is where the big money really does roll in that sense. And that's what people are excited about.
Your cycle. So if that's the case, what's going to be dramatically different and how can we prepare ourselves as crypto investors to be ready for these big differences? All right, I'm going to talk right at you guys and break down. I've got some notes here right in front of me. I'm going to talk about just kind of what I think are going to be some big things, some takeaways, some key things to consider for the year ahead and into 2025. All right, so beware of overnight lenders. If you guys remember, Genesis, Voyage.
So yeah, definitely, if it's too good to be true, it probably is, and that's the big problem. I don't think a lot of people realize the potential, like how many of these lenders will be back in the crypto updates. And that's problematic for sure. Like I do think some of these won't survive.
BlockFi and Celsius all went under throughout this crypto bear market.
Yeah, once the bear market, like when it's bull run, money comes in easy. There's tons of altcoins, but when it's bear market, everyone pulls their money out and the money goes away.
Right? Again, as more users enter the space, old and new companies alike will try to fill the void left by these defunct crypto lenders. But as prices soar, don't forget to ask the right questions. Was this lender able to navigate 2022 without going bankrupt, without any hiccups? Are they a solid company? Have they been around for a while? Carefully look at each company because these lenders certainly will come out of the woodwork and they're going to try to sell customers the same promises of high returns with
exactly. And I think people will be more careful now because there's going to be more regulation, but there's still gonna be people sneaking through, and I don't think we're gonna be seeing anything like FTX for that matter. But it's not gonna look wise, and it's not gonna look good for anyone to see like this big crypto bull runs actually being destroyed by all these lenders, by all these situations. But I'm definitely very excited to see more on that pretty much in the next few days, guys.
Little transparency or risk management than BlockFi, Celsius, Voyager, and Genesis did.
Yeah, also worth noting that we weren't really aware what was happening. Now it's going to be like a learning experience. So we didn't really understand the crypto markets in that way. But now we do, and now we will. So that's something I'm also excited about, really, in the future days, actually.
There will, again, be more fly-by-night opportunists trying to enter the market and trying to capture share within the next couple years. Here's another prediction. Bitcoin and Ethereum spot trading and derivatives volume is going to shift from unregulated venues to regulated ones, especially here in the United States. Until now, a large amount of the trading that has taken place is processed through unregulated platforms that many times did not conduct KYC, which we're going to get to that on the DeFi side later on in this video. So be ready for KYC, especially if you're in the United States. It's coming. We already know that.
Yeah, so I think also that's going to like kind of weed out or rope out the potential bad apples. Like all this regulation, people are saying bad, but spot ETFs, we might have new people in that never bought crypto before because they were afraid of these exchanges going bankrupt, like FTX, and they could be coming in, flocking in from the stock market, from the real estate market, from all sorts of different types of different cultures, different situations, into crypto. And therefore, we could be seeing that huge price rally in January 2024. Now, mark January 2024. If it does not get delayed, this is going to be the biggest bull run in crypto history because there's never been so many buyers than Bitcoin spot ETFs. The thing we have been waiting 10 years for is coming, and in less than 2 months.
There's changes to taxes happening, which again, we'll come back to a little bit later in the video. So this is going to come hand in hand with the introduction of regulatory clarity. So be ready as we get these spot Bitcoin ETFs. A lot of the volume is going to shift to regulated venues. So what does that mean? Well, spot volume will move from decentralized exchanges primarily to centralized.
Yeah, so DeFi, that's the thing I've been saying with DeFi. The big problem with DeFi is there's really no reason to hold DeFi tokens right now because if there's so much regulation and these DeFi tokens are recovering, and I'm not talking about Solana, I'm talking about DeFi projects like Uniswap, PancakeSwap. How can they recover so much like 2021 when they're seeing such massive price drops in a way? Like, and it's concerning. It's concerning for a lot of these bigger projects. Like, where will we be seeing crypto going? There is definitely a lot of solutions on that, but I do think DeFi is not going to be the big thing. It's probably going to be Web3 gaming. So video games are getting more popular, especially in bull runs. People love to play games. And the other part is there is a ton of potential to see like those big price pumps that we have been waiting for. So these are the two big things, price pumps, all of that. There is tons of solutions in the crypto rally market, but I'll keep you guys updated on that one. There is going to be more potentially big chains coming into crypto. Welcome back, everyone. Seems like Zach Humphreys said that there's going to be another thing with Bitcoin spot ETFs that nobody predicted for Bitcoin, really. And the big institutions, they're going to go ahead and they're going to have a fun time with crypto, because right now what we're seeing is crypto seeing some sort of a downturn, some sort of a downtrend, and I'm not too worried about that. I'm not really too worried with this small downturn we have been seeing in this last few days, because this is just a normal correction. But this bull run, like, is just getting started, and the big Bitcoin buyers are going to be entering the markets, and when they enter the markets, you bet that it's going to be one of the best situations for everyone. The people who haven't discovered crypto will discover crypto. The people who have been offering services for crypto will make money. And the people who have been in the crypto industry will make money. So these new buyers, they're absolutely amazing in that sense. We haven't ever seen anything before like that. We haven't ever seen any crypto massive rallies like that. And that is what's the real exciting factor is crypto is just getting started in that way. I am honestly excited to see Bitcoin rise up to price levels that could be beyond even imaginable, like 120,000, like people were calling this in 2021. And I was telling it's too early to see these price levels. These institutions haven't even been in yet in crypto, and they're probably not going to be entering because if they hold a large majority of Bitcoin, they might get in big trouble. Like they might get in trouble with the government. They might get in trouble with the companies. So crypto wasn't really looked at as one of those big things. It was more looked as quick profit. And 2023, it might be like a secondary asset class, like a secondary investment besides stocks and real estate. It might have more uses, might have more different things planned.
And working relentlessly in solutions that are increasingly more integrated with crypto platforms and digital assets. These solutions certainly blur the lines between digital assets and traditional payment rails, but it's good because if you got a company like Crypto.com and Kronos, that could be really well there, allowing users to spend their holdings directly without the need to actually transfer it back into a fiat currency before they can spend it. This is going to be certainly something I think takes grabs some big momentum in this next couple of years. As the bull market gains momentum, another thing that we could see play out is layer 2s getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
Now, I'm not too sure layer 2s will always get bigger. Like the development of layer 2s was never an issue. Even during 2022 bear market, I feel like layer 2s were never that big problem. Especially because now Solana is back. All these I think Kaspa has a strong potential. And it doesn't keep anyone worried in that sense. Like, layer 2s will always be around, So that's the exciting factor here. Layer 2 staying strong, staying big. Does seem like layer 2s are going to be one of the stronger, bull runners. Like, Kaspa was doing strong. XRP was doing strong. But we don't really know if their price rally is going to stay or not.
Of course, we have the Lightning Network for Bitcoin, but also scaling solutions like Polygon for Ethereum. These are prime examples of technologies designed for the bull run, designed for escalating transaction fees, escalating number of people getting in, and these high throughput blockchains that can, process a number of transactions per second, like Solana, is also probably set to grow in popularity as we get more and more expansion and growth in the cryptocurrency markets. These ecosystems could be looking to make a big splash. Another very fast blockchain with good throughput, Kaspa. Keep your eye on Kaspa.
So that's exactly what I'm saying. I don't know how much they have grown. I'm not too familiar with layer 2 best performances. I know there's actually a lot of competition in layer 2, so anyone trying to make their own layer 2 blockchain, prepare to be disappointed because it's a ton of work. So if you think a layer 2 blockchain is easy to make, it's probably one of the hardest things to make in the world. And that's why developers are paid like $300K. So if you want to be rich, make layer 2 blockchains, just know it's going to be underpaid. Even for like 120,000, that's going to be underpaid because it's such a hard job. And once you have the knowledge how to build blockchains, people are going to be offering you tokens to make the blockchain. And that's pretty stupid because all the developers will be making the biggest bank you have ever seen. You won't be able to know what to do with the money, but the issue is so hard to learn. There's going to be such a short supply of developers for these layer 2 blockchains that already all the big layer 2 blockchains are sold out, that we really don't know where crypto will go in a sense in the next few days. And I definitely want to see layer 2 become stronger at this point. But games that are like being developed, there's actual cooler products that are going to be easier to make. like layer 2 games, all of that. There's tons of potential for other bull runs and price hikes, really, in that sense. So that is something that a lot of people are going to be looking for.
And Solana, as well as Tron as well. I don't own any Tron, but Tron is another one. Now, what I think will happen too is we'll see CBDCs come back to the forefront. Governments will probably try to compete with these with their own central bank digital currencies. They'll try to compete with stablecoins, rather, with their own CBDCs. So far, CBDCs have not gotten a warm welcome from countries like citizens in countries like Nigeria and Bahamas, and I expect that trend to continue. People are going to push back on that for sure. This bull cycle will be markedly different from its predecessors in another way because of how unregulated the markets have been to this point.
Yeah, so 2021 was definitely not a good year in terms of regulation for crypto, but there is chance for a bull run. There is chance for like having that holy grail, in my opinion, and that's what a lot of people are really excited about.
And worldwide, I think financial regulators are going to be coming to the fold, coming to the table here, and they're fully aware of these markets growing, and now they're taking it seriously. So I think there's going to be a lot of changes, and many of the platforms out there that have not asked you to KYC are going to ask you to KYC. And
Exactly. So there's not going to be any more privacy that people think of. If an exchange will want to make a ton of money and not be sanctioned, guess what? It's not going to be that simple as people expect, really. But there is potential for crypto bull runs to have a price hike, to have a rise, and that's what I'm excited for.
I made a video about this recently. I think this is great for crypto scams and scam artists because a lot of these people are able to deploy a contract and not KYC. When I file my taxes in the United States, I list every MetaMask wallet that I have. I KYC them anyways. But now we know that MetaMask is going to ask you to do that before you even sign up for a wallet and be able to transact and use it. So that's going to be a big shift. And I think this is going to cut down on bad actors in crypto. Because if you have nothing to hide, why don't you want a KYC?
Exactly. So there's also like the thing that crypto could have been decentralized, could have been like actually the privacy thing that a lot of people have been saying, that crypto is going to be the big thing, that everybody's going to go private. Seems like that is gone in crypto. If you like it or not, it's gone. And it might not be back. But if you want more content like this, smash that like button and I'll keep you guys updated with more news. Until next time, peace out.